Joining us right now on the phone with more on Oracle's earnings is UBS analyst Brent Thill, who's in Kansas City, Kansas. He rates the stock a buy with a $31 a share price target. So, Brent, what do you make of Oracle's results?
You know, the Q1 number was actually well ahead of what we were forecasting. The real surprise was in license revenue. They generated 25% year-over-year license growth. That's 2 times what they had guided at the high end of their guidance of 2 to 12. So the license growth is the clear outperformer. That also followed through on the bottom line with 6 cents of earnings upside relative to our estimate. So I think it's pretty clear that Oracle's stack strategy is working. Obviously, the arrival of Mark Hurd now is going to give this thing what we think will be an extra leg in terms of an opportunity to really help improve their execution in the field. Having run a company 4 times the size of Oracle, I think he'll do an exceptional job of getting them involved in new engagements with customers.
Hey Brent.
So overall, very good.
Before we get into the Mark Hurd part of the story, which is extremely interesting, just for the folks who don't invest in software companies all the time, license growth is really a key measure, isn't it, of future sales growth?
Yeah, that's correct. So Oracle really is made up of license and then service and maintenance. And if you look at the key leading indicator of health for a software company, it is the license number. When you typically sell a license, you have follow through of ongoing maintenance and then services implementation work. So this is the leading indicator of health. And that was one of the best numbers we've seen out of Oracle for quite some time.
Hey, Brent, it's Julie here. When you look at these Oracle numbers and the company coming in better than estimates, you know, we've seen a lot of bad news on the economic side. Haven't seen it as much on the corporate side. Is Oracle's success this quarter a function of that the economy isn't as weak as some folks are expecting, or is it that Oracle in particular is doing something right?
You know, I think it's probably more the later. The economy is obviously still very volatile. What Oracle's really done successfully is really consolidate a number of components of the software environment and piece them together so they effectively can sell database applications, hardware now with the acquisition of Sun. They can sell vertical applications into healthcare or financial services. So they've really done a great job in the surround strategy of creating what is a very deep stack of products that can appeal to a very broad range of customers. I do think the economy is slightly improved. We've seen very strong numbers from the software industry. So, you know, we've had a positive stance on this industry. We think that, again, there has been pretty good news coming out of a number of the software companies. So they've certainly been bucking the trend of where we've seen some weakness in other areas. And I think that's just partly because a lot of these enterprises have not upgraded their corporate infrastructure for quite some time, and that upgrade is happening.
All right. Hey, Brent, thanks very much for joining us. Brent Thill there, an analyst from UBS, talking about Oracle, kind of knocking the cover off the ball there and coming out with a lot more news on Mark Hurd and $4 billion in R&D investment this year.